Oh. 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 Oh.
Hi.
Oh.
It's Eric Bischoff. Oh my god. It's the nostalgia critic. Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're gonna be joking.
Folks. We're fucking locked in, brother.
I actually do like
It's
the
on.
Y2K ass sunglasses. Is it here?
You
Is it finally
motherfucker,
here?
you listen here. You listen here. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. So you better fucking sit down.
Oh my god, the bruv cap and everything.
Lay down for the 3 count, brother. It's
All
over.
Wow.
You know
It's
what?
over.
Holy shit. My lights went out.
As
What the
Solo
fuck?
Sokoa's theme says, I'm taking it all. I'm taking it all.
See, unlike you, I don't need fancy attire, alright?
You couldn't.
'Cause I back
I don't
my
need
shit
what.
with
You don't
logic.
need what. You don't need. You don't
need
need.
it.
You don't
No.
need.
We're here,
No, I
baby.
do not.
What you need to
You're
do
here,
is sit
folks.
back and listen
Hi,
to
Max.
me rule these quarter hours, brother. You don't get
Ooh.
it.
Hello, Max.
Maxwell, take a breathe
Guys,
in.
we are live right now on the Goon Squad YouTube and the Donut Cast Twitch channel for the first ever episode of Off the Cuff. You heard
The
it here
first
first.
ever.
The
You
music is so
wanted it!
fucking loud.
You wanted
guys!
it. We got it.
It's
We
fine.
got it.
We got it. We got it. Hot chocolate.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, hi guys. What's up? It's a very, very special day because we finally brought Off the Cuff to reality. We're here. What the fuck was that?
What the hell
All
was
right,
that?
look,
What was that?
look.
What was that tree?
That was a car racing by.
I'll introduce myself first. What's up? I'm the mediator. I'm Donut Cass, and I'm here with 2 of the most violent individuals in the world. First, Simon from the Satirical Collection.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not how this was supposed to go? You wanted it. You people asked for it, and I'm here to fucking lock in. You bullied me online. Dino, I haven't forgiven you. Bojack, happy birthday, you motherfucker. Nate, I know you're watching. All these motherfuckers. It's over. I'm gonna put
Wow.
you on game.
And
Game
then in the
60 on
blue
the
corner, it's Platinum Payton. No, god damn it.
The Blake Christian of GBB is here, boys. Let's go.
What's up, man? How you do? Give me some.
Hey,
fight
look,
words.
man, I'm here. I've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah?
I just want to say first before we even start, and that's it. Anyway,
Holy shit,
I
boys!
deserve it all.
Holy shit!
Oh.
taking it all.
Oh.
I deserve it all. All right. Well,
Marcus. Hello, Marcus.
hello, Marcus. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a great Tuesday.
I'm hoping you're having a
evening.
pretty cool Tuesday. I hope you're watching. If you're watching NXT, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I want to thank you
No,
for
we gotta
viewing
lock
wherever
in.
you're
Julius
viewing.
win the belt. Julius win the belt tonight. We gotta lock in for that. You know.
Did I just spoil a future off the cuff? Ooh. Ooh.
Should we book Julia? Yes or no? No. Okay. All right. So, our first episode on Off the Cuff is a delightful one. But
You want
Very
to
cool.
break down what this show is for the uninformed, Donut Cassidy?
Yeah, well,
Would you like to break it
What
down?
to break
for
it
him?
down? Oh well, it's
Let me break it down for you, Mordecai.
Let me break it down for you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's yeah,
You already do.
yeah.
You really do. For those that aren't aware of the rules, because well, fucking everyone isn't. We haven't explained them yet. Off the Cuff is literally just an argument between 2 people.
A whole
for
argument.
as long as we can go. Everyone that's watching, by the way, any of your comments, I'll be putting them up on screen. We can add them to the convo at some point, maybe. But the whole point is,
Absolutely.
every time we do Off the Cuff, we're going to swap out who the mediator is. We're going to have a different pairing for the argues. For right now, though, we have the good and the bad going against each other with a very crucial topic. You guys will help me decide who is the correct
The Middle
individual.
East. Oh.
The Middle,
brother.
the Middle East. You guys will help me figure
And
out
the Jedi
where
Super
the
Bowl
Middle
winner.
East is. We don't know where it is. Where's the Middle East?
Oh my God, Eric's here. Simon Chudmaxing. You goddamn
Yeah,
right,
that's
Eric.
Ah,
You're
yes,
goddamn
sir.
right.
Ah, yes, sir.
Get Doug Walker
Oh
over
my
here with the
God.
Y2K sunglasses. Fucking
Hello,
yeah.
Eric, previous guest of the pod. How you doing, my friend?
He's in
Yeah,
the College of
brother.
This is the
Nah, he right.
Yeah.
Listen, I logged in like 40 minutes before. I was like, I need a fit. I can't just show up in a fucking D&D t-shirt, brother. I gotta get ready.
Hey man,
Yeah.
there's no
This is what I
shame in
need.
that.
All
Listen,
right.
Come on now.
Speaking of
I'm
shame,
doing this for the next 15
Speaking of
years.
shame,
You don't understand.
Wyatt, how you doing?
yeah. Hey man.
Good lord, you suck. All right. Well,
So what do we do?
our
It's real,
first
brother.
episode of Off the Cuff is obviously going to be wrestling oriented, very wrestling themed indeed. Boys,
Dude.
you will be debating, and the crowd will have to help me figure out who had the best answer for the matches that will main event WrestleMania 41. This was our topic. This is what I posted earlier in the day.
Very
Boys,
divisive
can I
topic.
get some early thoughts from you both?
Just about the debate, or like what we're bringing to the
Your
table
feelings.
here? Like
You confident? You scared?
listen, brother. I'll peel back the curtain. I'm gonna make this a shoot real quick.
Hit me.
So I pitched my ideas in we obviously Wyatt and I came forward with our choices to cast in the DMs, and the donut cast the mediator basically said without words that he is going to pick Wyatt. So it is my goal tonight to be as obnoxious as
you got goals.
possible and completely destroy every talking point he has. So folks,
Mhm.
I know I talk a lot. I know I cut people off. I know I fucking stutter a lot, but it's all part of the gimmick tonight, brother. And I'm fucking winning this whole thing, and I'm taking it home to the fucking Superdome. You know what I mean?
Superdome. The Silverdome. brother. Oh hell. No.
Well, I'm gonna start off with a very vital question that will help us debate.
Oh
here.
fuck me, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, well,
He didn't get
oh yeah, true. That is so true. Wyatt Payton, how you
That's right,
feeling?
brother.
Well,
Confident,
so first
scared?
off, I can already tell that the media bias is in full swing here.
All right,
tonight.
man.
I can already tell that.
I forgot. It's early. Fuck.
No. I will just say
Shit.
this. I will just say.
We just pick Helen.
Yes, thank you, Chair.
His real name isn't Wyatt. Yes, it is. He's Wyatt.
I would like to say this. I think today is where we separate the boys from the men.
Uh-huh.
In some places, the Psy from the Mon as well.
What?
Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
all I gotta say is I'm utmost confident in my victory. Yes.
Indeed. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
Be proud.
This is a business at the end of the day, brother. It's not
By
personal.
the way,
It's not personal.
sorry, we are streaming from Streamio, so I have to look at my Twitch feed while we're doing this. Eric, thanks for following, and Max, thank you for subbing to the channel. I appreciate that.
Thank you very
Hey.
much. We're locked in.
All
We're
right.
locked in.
This is our moment, fellas. This is what I want to ask. Are we doing this, you're telling me both nights? Or you want to do first night and then second night?
I
think
feel like this would be better if we just did
Okay.
like what we think the two big mains are, night 1 and night 2.
Yeah, because I feel like in a lot of ways, what happens on night 1 is going to insinuate what happens on night 2 for both of us. So I feel like we should.
So you want to do both in one big
Talk about the grand plan. Talk about the grand plan. I'm plugging the grand plan.
I'm
Put me
locking
in
it.
the
Put me in the game,
blueprint.
coach.
Win the game, Lord.
Pointing at the blueprint, going, raw!
Wrong.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start off with good old buddy pal, good pal, buddy Simon.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What is your night 1 main event and why?
The main event of WrestleMania 41, night 1, on my birthday, April 19th. I would love nothing more than the birthday gift of John Cena, fresh off of a Royal Rumble win, challenging the still world heavyweight champion, the ring general, the best wrestler in the WWF, Gunther. That's my pick. And because it is a great story, it is a match that is worth seeing for the pure dynamics of it alone. And night 2 is all about star power. This is about fucking pure fan service, satisfying classic graps. I'll get more into that later.
Wyatt, hit me with
Yes.
your night 1.
My night 1 main event is none other than CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title.
Okay.
All right.
I'll explain what I think will happen because I do believe that that title is not going to be staying on Gunther until WrestleMania, but I will get more into that as we go into it. But that is what I believe Night 1's main event will be. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That is
Lock in.
scary stuff right there.
Scary stuff.
So I would
Frightening.
like to mention both of these matches completely different people. Very interesting strategy going into this.
I feel like we're gonna have a general spread, very similar. people
Again,
across
no
both
bias,
Right.
absolutely no bias. I will say as the mediator, if I was to book Punk and he had to be in a main event, he would definitely be on night 1.
Makes sense.
But the idea of Cena having a one-on-one title match is quite enticing. That's the word I'm trying to use. So
There you go.
both of these very good points. Chat is more than happy to help me out here. I'm thinking. I'm giving it a good thought. And I'm not choosing yet. It's gonna be a long time until we get a final decision. I just want to hear night 1 first. So very, very good. You're not allowed an opinion. All right. You know what?
I agree,
That's
Chair.
not media. It's
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You're the
unbiased.
mediator, not the redditor. I'm sorry.
The
man, it
radiator. The radiator.
The radiator.
The good,
you
the
saying
bruv,
that.
and the Reddit, or some bullshit like
Alright.
that.
I do want to point out, Eric has a point here. He says it would be a good technical match, but might not be worthy of Cena's last Mania. Now,
Eric, it's a valid
I
point.
somewhat get it, and
I see your point, Eric. I will raise my counterpoint when we get to the actual debate.
In fact,
portion of this.
hold on, Marcus. Let me help you out. Simon, do you want to remind the people what your main event night 1 match is?
It was John Cena challenging the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And mine
There we go.
is going to be CM Punk versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title. But to be honest with you, it's more so that match will main event, regardless if the title is indeed among Punk or Roman.
Okay.
But that's kind of like a little plus in there. That's what I think should happen.
You think it'll be for the World Heavyweight Championship?
I think that would be the smartest move at this point in time. Yes.
Okay.
So for everyone watching, I've changed the white
You're wrong,
boxes
but okay.
on their cameras to say what they said, just so you don't need to remember. They're always there.
Very good
I do that
idea,
throughout
Donut
the
Man.
show.
Very good.
Can you put over on Simon's right here? Can you put like punches dogs on a daily basis?
Yeah.
Can you put Wyatt professional gooner on the bottom of his? Can you do that?
no
He's
worries.
self-admitted professional gooner. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Lock in over
Your
there.
lies. This is liberal media lies right here. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll take it. Okay.
All right, look, no.
Yo, this is a super fight. It's a super fight.
Sorry, no, we had
No, not
Fox News,
super
man.
Cass,
fight.
you gotta give yourself one. You gotta give yourself like a really bad trait.
Okay.
Like
No, I'm the mediator, brother. You leave me alone. I'm
No,
the
I don't
mediator.
think
leave
that's
him
how it
alone.
works.
Hey, don't bully him. Fuck you.
I'm the mediator. I do my
this
thing, brother. I'm the
interview-
mediator. Nah.
politicking has already begun. This is gonna be a toxic night, folks. Get locked in.
Eric says CM Punk would not be able to leave his house until the match to avoid injury.
That's
Now, that
what
is a
I'm.
very good
Let him
point,
cook.
Eric.
Cook, Eric.
God.
Cook. God damn it.
His
Holy
body is made
shit.
of shreddies, and he cannot last 5 seconds without breaking a toe.
Stay
Absolutely
tuned.
disgusting. Stay
He's in
tuned.
the Superman pose.
Stay
Stay tuned. You
Oh,
locked in on this
no.
one. God.
Oh,
Free
anyway,
popcorn.
I'm gonna change these back because it looks stupid. Right. But yeah, no. Would you guys like to hit me with the night 2? So Simon, please give us your night 2.
So you see, I had to scramble to change this as of last night because on the WWE Netflix sponsor meeting, aka the first Raw on Netflix, Dwayne Johnson came out and was not the final boss. He was boring old The Rock again. So Cody Rhodes versus The Rock is dead in Miami, as is Roman Reigns versus The Rock, which is a tragedy. Maybe next year, maybe not, or maybe
Maybe
Rock-
next year, Dwayne.
I don't think Rock versus Roman is dead. 'Cause they were looking
for this
at
year.
Rock for
For
a
this
bunch
year,
of
it
time.
is. For this year, it's
No, man, I don't know.
Next year, maybe. I don't think it's this year.
Look,
Regardless,
you cook, man. You cook.
We know how unpredictable The Rock is, so that's all I gotta say.
That is true. The Moana reshoots, he could get into a fist with Bob Iger on set. You know, be pissing in bottles.
God damn it.
Hawaiian shit. But anyway, now that Cody and Roman are free, though, I thought to myself, we should take the 3 biggest stars this company has right now, the 3 fucking biggest draws in the company, other than John Cena at this point, and let's tell a fucking brand new story. Let's merge a bunch of great plot lines together.
Oh,
Let's run Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship.
all right, man.
Fuck it. Let's just do it.
Wyatt, you have some work to do.
I have some work to do.
What is
indeed.
fuck you, man? What is your main event of WrestleMania?
My main event for night 2
Night
is probably
2.
the biggest match that I can possibly think of right now that I think they will finally do. Because let's be honest, night 2 of WrestleMania, they want to go all out, especially this year. Simon did bring up a very interesting main event, and to be honest, I wouldn't even mind seeing that main event, should it come to it, but I don't think that will happen. Solely because I think that the main event for night 2, the final match at WrestleMania, will be Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE Undisputed title.
Universal.
Sorry,
Universal.
it's been great.
Milky Way Galaxy.
Now, I just want to go through some of the comments here. My cousin Wyatt says Simon with the Smash Mouth glasses looks crazy.
Yeah.
I'm walking on the sun, brother.
So if
walking
you're
on
ready,
the side,
brother, we're getting there.
there.
Top Super Kicker says the main event for both nights should be the Hurricane versus MJF. Now,
That's
Now
actually.
that's what I'm talking
I
about.
love you, Top Super Kicker.
Hurricane. Oh,
there you go. Well, this is very interesting again. So good point to make. Both choosing Cody to be main event.
Mhm.
You know, last match.
He's the face. He's the Enterprise. He's the face. Of the company.
Absolutely
Makes the most
bouncing on it 100%. But it's fine.
know
It's done- a point I do want to ask both of you: have you gone as far as to book who you want to win the match?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
Both of
ask.
them.
I'm gonna switch up. Actually, I'm gonna ask Wyatt first. Who have you choose to book this match?
For which one? Night 1 or night 2?
The winner of night 2.
The winner of night 2, it's John Cena.
Okay.
Sue me. Sue me.
Okay.
Cancel me. I don't care.
Cancel me. I don't cancel me.
Wallahi,
I don't care.
we're all finished.
Fucks.
Where's that from? God damn it.
Thank you, Mark
I'm
Wahlberg.
finished. I'm finished.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta go church. You gotta get my lotion. You gotta go church. No,
Lotion?
Simon. Who is the winner of your fucked up freeway?
Contrary to my Cody Rhodes agenda, I have booked CM Punk to win the WWE Championship on night 2 of WrestleMania 41.
Ooh, intriguing.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
scary stuff. So both title changes. So Cody's losing both fucking universes
Yes.
here. And this is off of so actually I'm gonna type out both your fucking matches right next to each other.
Would you like to know who we have to win for night 1 as well?
Please, while I'm typing. Who is the winner of Cena versus Gunther?
I might get cooked here.
Oh.
No way.
I would not
No
have
way.
I would not have John Cena beat Gunther. I would have Gunther retain the championship.
Oh.
Marcus, you're spitting right now. Hate
Yeah,
crimes,
yeah,
Mark
you're right,
Wahlberg.
you're right,
Thank you,
yeah.
thank you, Marcus. I
Flight
appreciate-
Risk in
appreciate
theaters
that.
January 10th.
What was
Go
your
watch
night
Daddy's
one
Home 2, buddy.
main event?
Daddy's Home 2.
Main event for night 1?
Yeah, well, who you
wins?
have him winning?
I have CM Punk winning.
So no, so we both title changes on night 2. Title retention, night 1. That's
Well,
like-
title
that's-
retention if there is indeed the title on the line, which I do believe is the right choice. I do
Hmm.
believe.
If it was not for the belt, would you still have Punk win?
Yes, no chance.
Oh,
No
okay.
doubt.
All right.
Punk either way.
Consistent. This is a formidable
Hmm.
battle, I think. This is a.
In
this
fact,
is a
just
good...
to make it easier to understand, I'm gonna capitalize your winners.
Mm.
Uh,
that's good shit. I love how
Okay.
Punk doesn't have a capital though. I love that. I love that it was lowercase.
Motherfucker, shut up.
Swearing. I don't like
I'm
Listen,
shut up.
Hey,
boys, your feelings about Pepsi Phil are very clear at this point in the
Oh
game,
fuck!
brother.
It goes off the screen.
that. Know what you know about Pepsi
God
Phil?
damn
bro?
it! You and your fucking triple threats.
This was my plan all along.
Right.
I'm
fine,
making
there
this
you
shit
go.
unsufferable, dude. You
Alright.
don't get it.
Well, there are the cards. This is really actually okay. I'm the mediator. Hey, how's it going? I'm the mediator. How's it going?
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Mr. the
man.
mediator.
Fuck you.
Hey, man.
John Mediator.
No,
Fuck
I'm
me.
joking.
Fuck me.
Oh,
Did you just say
brother.
fuck me?
I never said
I
fuck
must
you.
be fucking hearing things in my old age.
Judge Judy? Why'd you go Judge Judy? Did you just say F me?
F me.
F me.
As the mediator, I'm going to happily state that both of you guys have really good cards.
Mhm.
Someone's mic is going crazy right now, by the way.
It's not mine.
Not mine.
Wyatt,
What?
help me!
What I do?
It's
I
fuzzy.
don't think
Someone's
it's mine.
fuzzy.
I don't think it's
Hey,
mine.
it's you, man.
So I can hear fuzz. Chat, help me!
Well, now.
I can hear fuzz.
Cat, who is it?
It
Okay,
was
everybody
Wyatt.
I think
quiet.
Cass is just.
It was Wyatt. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
can hear fuzzy again. Who's making that fucking noise? Someone
Oh,
else
hang
can
on.
hear it, surely. Someone else can hear it.
I hear it. I don't know where
Oh,
it's
you
coming
hear
from.
it? Okay, so it is fucking Wyatt. Alright,
Oh, damn, hang
Simon.
on.
Simon,
Oh.
Eric raises a
What?
great
Alright.
point. He raises a great point. And you know what else was yesterday? The 1-year anniversary of the Good, the Bad, and the Pro.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating.
We're celebrating by fighting each other.
Killing
Ugh.
each other.
Whoever wins this, the other person will not be able to talk on the next Good Bad Rub. They'll be mime treatment basically, just completely silent for the whole thing.
Okay, well, guys, hope you're excited for a Simonless episode. Anyway.
Oh, you think so?
No, I
eh?
am.
Listen, brother, I'm making history. It's gonna be the first Good Bad Rub with no Hawk Tua joke in 6 months when I beat Wyatt. Don't you know? Don't you know? Don't you know, brother?
Chair, I'm definitely not doing what you asked me to do. Okay,
Don't
so
be
what I mean?
stupid.
let's get into the nitty gritty. Don't be stupid. Stay on what's the best judgment of moments.
I'm debating.
And I'm talking. Understood?
Stop.
Let's just get into the nitty gritty. All I want you to do is debate. Why is your night one match better than the other person's night one match? And please explain what
I relent the floor
feud is going
to-
into it.
I relent the floor to Platinum Peyton, so he may start.
All right.
Yep.
So for night one, I believe that there is no greater WrestleMania match other than, of course, Cena versus Cody, which I'm actually glad that there are 2 nights of WrestleMania going forward. I think it helps. I think especially this year because, to be honest, we don't know how long Roman's going to be going for. And we also know how long Punk's going to be going for. So, we already know it's his final year. So that's why I think, we'll talk about that later. Punk and Roman has been a match that I feel like has been talked about for a long time. Ever since the Shield's creation, I feel. We've obviously seen Roman and Punk cross paths in like 2013, 2014, here and there with the Shield, but we never really had the match because of Punk's absence. And I feel like with the inclusion of Paul Heyman has now made this extremely more interesting. Because we also know that there is a certain favor in the mix as well, which is a little clue as to why I believe that this will be the main event of night one. Because I do believe that there is going to be a little bit of a switch around here with Heyman and his loyalty, which is why I believe that this storyline is definitely going to take up that night one spot. And I do think that Punk deserves one if it is his final year as well. Because like I said, I feel like this is one of those big matches that everyone wants to be like, finally happened. There it is. And of course, he needs that WrestleMania main event. We all know that. Triple Nose has conned him out for so many years.
Does Tony Condon Tiny Condom out?
Yes. So maybe sharing the spotlight with Roman, maybe we'll maybe clear it up a little bit. So
fucking triple nose every time it fucking gets.
I could have gone a little bit more.
Yeah,
a little bit more
there's
adult
one
with
other one that
that.
we can't say.
I won't say it here.
The Twitch sponsors will not like that.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Triple Harry. Triple Harry.
Harry Osborn.
Triple
Harry Ballsack.
Triple.
Harry Osborn.
Triple. Is that your opening
Anyway,
argument?
That is
Final
my
thing?
opening argument. Simon, explain to me why you believe that Gunther and
Cena.
Cena should main event.
Well, I think the whole pull of the John Cena WrestleMania main event, I feel like it's going to be very, very emotionally impactful no matter who he's wrestling. He could be wrestling Cody, he could be wrestling Gunther, he could be wrestling Punk, he could be wrestling anybody in this lineup. Orton is another one I know people have thrown out there. I think that's probably the last match he's going to have, if I'm being honest with you. So I feel like the pull for that, regardless, is going to be enough to main event a night of WrestleMania. My major standing of this, especially after last night's Raw and the promo Cena cut, we are dealing with John Cena, who is dealing with a sort of imposter syndrome, for lack of a better term. This is a man who doesn't know if he has it anymore. This is a man who is unsure if he can pull off the big one more time. He literally says it would take a miracle, like winning the Royal Rumble. Hence why I think he will be in the Royal Rumble. And he will win it.
Amazing.
And hello, get ready to watch me. We're cooking here. We're cooking with gas. Look at the fire and shit. It's pretty crazy.
The fire and shit.
The fire and shit.
Is that the new Avatar movie? Avatar Fire and Shit? Is that
Fire
the name
and
of it?
It's Avatar piss and shit.
Piss and shit and coke. Anyway.
Anyway, we're dealing with a John Cena who has a confidence issue at this point. I don't think putting John Cena against Cody Rhodes for that story works as well, because Cody Rhodes is a babyface. I don't see that being a huge part of the storyline with Cody Rhodes. I don't see Cody Rhodes preying on that because he's a big blue-eyed babyface. So unless you're turning one of them heel, which I don't think you should do at this point, the Cena heel turn is something you can maybe throw around, but I feel like that's still like a bit of a risk, and I wouldn't exactly do it. Who better to put John Cena up against than a man who is literally a fucking titan in that ring? A man who beats people senseless in that ring. He literally said it last night in his promo package. He is where people's dreams and passions go to die. John Cena's last dream of becoming the 17th-time world champion. Why not put him against the man who will give him the most trouble with that? The man who's going to make him fucking struggle and crawl through the damn dirt to make it happen. That obviously leaves Cody, Roman, and Punk kind of stranded. Cody was banking on The Rock. Roman and Punk could very well be a World Heavyweight Championship match. I do think that is worthy of that. And even if it wasn't a World Championship match, it could main event the show. My thought process there is, I don't think Roman Reigns cares about the World Heavyweight Championship. This man was talking all last year in the WrestleMania build that it was the second place belt. It was the loser bracket championship. So for him to all of a sudden change that just because CM Punk has the belt, presumably, I feel like that would make things a little awkward from a character perspective. I think Roman Reigns wants to beat Cody Rhodes for taking everything from him. And I think Roman Reigns wants the title that he held for 4 years back. So what I'm doing is I'm having Roman Reigns win the Elimination Chamber. It looks like we are set for Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes 3 in the main event of WrestleMania. And then CM Punk, having lost the Chamber and lost the Royal Rumble, calls upon his favor to Paul Heyman and is inserted into the match a la Daniel Bryan. And that puts a lot of tension between Roman and Heyman. For Heyman inserting somebody who could very well be the reason he does not win against, somebody he already does not like. It would obviously add tension between Cody and Punk, which is already existing since before the Royal Rumble. And I think that makes for a far more interesting story. And these are the three biggest stars in your company. You should give them the time that they need. That's my thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fuck, this is actually way fucking harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, it's
you guys
easy for
pose
me.
excellent points. Like
we're throwing punch. We're this is the fucking yeah boo right here. Fucking
okay. Look, if I'm booking
No,
Mania, a part of it that I think is very crucial and very important is that Punk has his moment, face or heel. You know what I mean?
yes.
Like this is Punk's time finally to win a title at Mania. Like they're gonna do it. So, and I'm a big fan of Wyatt's idea to have Heyman be the factor for that, turning on Reigns.
May I just say very quickly?
Go for it.
My finish with Punk winning would also rely upon Paul Heyman getting involved and costing Roman Reigns the championship, and Cody.
Mine
Rhodes,
is more direct,
which is fair. That is fair, but I think Heyman has enough history to go around between all three that it still works.
That is fair.
Yeah. Yes.
That is fair. If I may,
go for it.
Continue.
If I may just say this, because I heard this earlier, and to be honest with you, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way a bit. You were talking about how you don't think that Cena and Cody, you don't think it fits for Cody's current character, right?
For that and the current John Cena arc of his self-doubt. I don't think it would fit as well as it would with Gunther.
I completely disagree because I feel like Cody has pretty much taken John Cena's entire mantle at this point. And I feel like Cena, because obviously, back when he was indeed Super Cena, Cody was kind of this, he was dashing Cody, he was disfigured Cody. Wasn't really much of a challenge. I mean, for God's sake, he beat him to win the tag titles with David Otunga.
Oh my goodness!
I think if anything,
lore.
I'm bringing it back, man. I've been waiting for this.
Okay.
I think that there's nothing more intriguing to me for Cena for like his big to get that final title win, that big was it 17 title reign by beating the man who pretty much took his entire shtick. Maybe not his entire shtick, but his entire place in the company.
It's a very good
you say
point.
you also say how Cody, you don't think it's in his character. First off, I think The Rock proved last night that characters are out the window right now. Second off,
that's a point you can make, but it's pretty.
You also don't think that Cody, it's whether we're turning Cody heel or not, which he doesn't look like they're going to do. I don't really think you need a heel and face for this story to work out. We've kind of proven that we don't really care about heels and faces these days to make a really good story. I mean, let's have a look at Randy Orton for most of his tenure. A lot of the times he was a relatively good guy, but he just kind of hated whoever he was with. And I think you can do that with Cena and Cody. I think there's no issue there. I could see Cena maybe just getting just that slight hint of jealousy, that slight bit to maybe just push him a little bit in the direction that he doesn't want to go. Same with Cody. I feel like Cody can almost see Cena as kind of obviously there's that respect between them, but I also think that, Cody might kind of be like, all right, old man, let's finish you off, get out of here, almost like that little bit of pride in the back of his head,
This is a fair point. This is a fair point to make.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I will counter you with this. The whole crutch of this storyline, it would feel like, even if Cena were to beat Cody, this would feel like a semi-passing of the torch for Cody Rhodes. Would you agree with me on that regard? Because if you're talking on the echoes of how Cena was basically Cody's, not prototype, but he was the precursor to the babyface that Cody Rhodes has become. It is in essence a passing of the torch in some way or shape or form. Would you agree with that?
I mean, a passing of the torch, if you want to say, considering there's a 3-year age gap between these guys.
I think it's more than that. I think Cody's 41.
Cena's what, 45?
47, I think. I think Cena's
47. Okay.
6
Even
years.
Still, though, I don't really see it as a passing of the torch. I almost just see it as kind of okay, you're kind of at this place, where I was at this exact age, kind of, sort of thing. I don't necessarily see it as a passing of the torch thing, though, which is why I think if Cena won, I don't really think either guy loses anything. Matter of fact, I think they both gain a lot because, as we know, beating Cena does not give you all those, accolades, as we've seen.
That was the point I was going to make.
And,
yes,
that's a very good point.
Cena's shine has worn off, and I don't want to admit it, but it has. Cena's shine as this kingmaker has kind of worn off. When he put Daniel Bryan over, when he put AJ Styles over, when he put Roman Reigns over, even Cena still had that energy, that aura about him, similar to how a Kenny Omega has about him, right? He doesn't really have that much anymore. So my argument is not necessarily for John Cena to beat Cody Rhodes. If would that hurt Cody Rhodes? It's more so just I don't think either guy is in a position where they need that babyface spot to be part of the story necessarily. I'll take you back to a fantastic final run to the championship that we got last year, which was Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland. in that match, and honestly for that build, Swerve Strickland was playing the bad guy for that entire build. He was attacking Brian before. He cheats and uses the ring bell in the first 3 minutes. All like that.
You go ahead and put that on the screen, Cass. Go ahead.
Put it on the screen.
Can't put that.
Let's just address it right now. Let's
I'm gonna
address
be
it right
giggling
now.
at it.
All right, bro. Look, they're in the midst of a great fucking stream, and you're gonna do that. You're gonna do this.
You go, fuck me.
All I got to say to that is
Fuck me.
fine speech. Fine speech.
I should have said that. God damn it.
What is more appealing for the babyface of all babyfaces, John Cena, to conquer another babyface who people also love, or to conquer a man who is out to kill his entire legacy? This is a man who has made his world championship run, his intercontinental championship run as well, about breaking people with these images, breaking people with these legacies. He's done it. He tried to do it to Sami Zayn. He injured Ilya Dragunov. He shits on Goldberg and Bret Hart and all of his things. Not to mention, what better way to pay an ode to John Cena, the ultimate underdog, the overcomer of all the major odds, than to put him with a monster? Need I show you John Cena versus Umaga from the Royal Rumble 2007, one of the greatest matches in WWE history, and you can fucking quote me on that shit. Can you imagine in that arena? All fucking, how many people can fit in that stadium? I don't know. It's probably over 70,000 people. Watching John Cena get pelted with chop after chop after chop. But he gets up. And then he gets powerbombed and he kicks out and he gets up. Does that not feel more like the story of the hero that you love?
You keep this Cena convo going, because I'm going to put a quick poll in the chat. Chat, if you're watching, this probably won't affect the decision, but I want to know, it's just for research purposes, which match do you think would be best for John Cena at WrestleMania 41? I've put both Simon's Night 1 Gunther match, and I've also put Wyatt's Night 2 Cody match. So you take the vote depending on what you want to do. I just want to see what the result was.
I also just want to raise a point. Oh, yeah. You were going to say something? I'll let you go.
Well, just in regards to Gunther versus Cena, I am not saying at all that I do not want to see this match. I think it would be a great match. I actually think the way you're describing it, it sounds great. The issue that I'm having with Gunther and Cena being a match at WrestleMania is because of where Gunther is right now. Yes, he is the World Heavyweight Champion. He is incredible. I love him. But that man's momentum has been killed since he won the title. I believe
fair point.
It's been killed. Damian Priest, they've had decent matches together, but let's be honest, Gunther looked like a total chump that entire feud. He did not look like the badass that they presented him as when he was Intercontinental Champion. If this was Cena and Gunther for the IC belt and Gunther was still Intercontinental Champion, I'd say make that the main event. I probably would. But the fact of the matter is, we're not at that point now. And the fact that Gunther wasn't even on the first Netflix on Raw when he's the world champion.
That's
of that show,
really, really good point.
I just don't think that match is as bankable as you're making it seem anymore. I mean, again, I think at one point this could have been the case, especially even last year. I would have loved to see it, but to be honest with you, this year I don't really see that impression you're thinking of about how can Cena overcome the odds against Gunther. It's like, well, I mean, what odds are there with Gunther right now, considering where he is? I don't know.
This is a fair point. This is a fair point, because you are correct. Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship run has been a shadow of his Intercontinental Championship run. He had that fantastic match on Raw with Sammy, which I thought was genuinely excellent. He had a great match with Cody, where I think he was protected even though he lost. I think they didn't bury him by any stretch with that at Crown Jewel. The point I would raise to you, first of all, when it comes to the Raw and Netflix thing, that has nothing to do with storyline. That has everything to do with the fact that WWE banked on old timers like Hogan, and it bit them in the ass. And it was a clear misread of their audience, actually, because look at how that segment was received. And when Gunther cut his promo on the show, I saw multiple people online talking about how great of a segment it was and how great his presentation was. So I'd argue the aura is still there. He just needs to be put in a position to where he can show that. And what better way to do that than to have the man on the last legs of his career
Oh,
seeing
it would
Cody
be
Rhodes as
it
the
would be
WWE
white
champion.
hot if you put Cena with a guy like Gunther, because Cena having promoted this last year and people knowing the dread of when he's ending it. If you put him up against a guy who has been hyped up as unbeatable for all this time, and especially with the highest ranked championship in the company, you know,
Yes.
that. I think personally, the stakes are insanely higher with Simon's booking. However, it's very hard to choose between the two of them.
Not to mention, I just want to say last point, not just the stakes for John Cena, the stakes for Gunther, because this is an arc that they have. Even if it's something you don't like, this is an arc they have deliberately talked about with Gunther's self-confidence as well. What happens to Gunther? What happens to Gunther?
Don't read it. Just keep talking. Don't read it. Keep talking. Can I delete
messages in the
messages?
chat? Top
Fuck's
super
sake.
speaker, go support him on YouTube, please. He needs it.
I'm
clearly.
warning him.
Anyway, Gunther, the stakes are high for him as well, because if he has built his whole reputation on saying, fuck all these old dudes, I'm the here and now.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if Gunther walks into WrestleMania and he is beaten by John Cena? What happens to him then?
Yep.
Well,
What
exactly.
happens-
That's why I wouldn't do the match yet.
But that's part of the story. That's part of the arc. Is what motivation does that have for Gunther? Gunther has noticeably lost some of his aura.
That is a good
He's
point.
already kind of losing his iron grip on it. What happens if he walks into WrestleMania against a man who he claims he can kill the legend of, but he fails? Real.
That is a good
This
point.
is real shit right
Real.
here. This is
Real.
real shit
Yes,
right
true.
here. That's
I
So
agree.
results of the poll: clean sweep, Cena versus Gunther, night one. Now
With
that's
what, one
interesting.
vote?
come on. I actually didn't think that was gonna happen. I actually didn't think that was gonna happen.
It was 4 votes, I think.
Hmm.
So, chat, thanks for helping. First of all, second of all,
Oh,
I don't know how
genuinely?
recent. I don't know how recent this was, but thank you, cousin Wyatt, for resubbing. He says, "When we in here getting off the cuff? Yes, finally, we are doing it.
Yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
Also, he says main event should be something with Cena. I think he means night 2. So I think cousin Wyatt is favoring the fact that Cena ends Mania. However,
fair
most
point
of
to
the
make.
chat is for the Gunther match.
If John Cena is winning the world championship, then that should absolutely be the last thing that happens for WrestleMania 41. But if he's not, which is how I've booked it, then you can get away with doing that night 1, I think. I think so anyway. That's just my pick.
Okay, so if it's all the same to you boys, I would like to do the exact same conversation, but for CM Punk. Because I want Wyatt to dwell more on this idea of Heyman being involved. And so, first question for you, Wyatt. Is Punk turning heel happening in this match? Or is it happening months, weeks before?
It depends on what you define a heel as.
Okay, well,
If you're saying, is he going to be
a bad guy?
In the history of wrestling, there were faces and heels.
Yeah,
the history of wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking Triple H. Fuck you.
Fuck you, Triple H. Jesus
Triple H.
Christ.
Triple nose.
Okay, can we just say
Fuck
that
you.
Raw last night sucked? Upon further, that shit sucked. I'm sorry. We need to just say it.
It
was a
looked
bad
cool from a visual standpoint, but like, yeah, it's another.
I wanted
episode
Jey
of Raw
Uso
at the
to
end of
come
the
out
day.
to Fiend. That would have been the moment of the night.
Yeah,
if
Fiend.
he did the
I wanted to see him take the blunt from Travis Scott and go.
Oh.
Ooh.
Did you? Why?
He
Did you
just
see
fucked
the?
his country.
Did you see the Raw talk when Joe
No, I
Tessitore
didn't.
was like, "I saw that Travis Scott had something in his hand. What was that all about?" And Jey Uso went, "Look, man, I wasn't taking that shit. There were kids around."
That's funny.
Oh man.
So no, if we're talking about what a heel is, are we talking about someone who, hates the fans, or someone who just hates a singular person, someone's acting
You
on
could
their
be a
own
heel and not
mission?
hate the fans.
Because if we're thinking heel, I'd say Punk would basically be kind of going down a Drew McIntyre route.
Where he thinks he's right, and
yeah, or
he's
he doesn't
like-
really care. Like he still likes the fans if they cheer him. If they don't, then fuck him, kind of thing. Which I actually like that type of character.
yeah, the
Like when he was
mindset
in
of
the
like,
Owen?
you can boo me if you want. I'm CM Punk and I'm gonna do well because I'm the best in the world.
Exactly.
That's how it is.
Kind of like when he was doing the Owen Hart Cup in 2023 when he was getting booed in Canada, but he was still ostensibly a babyface. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Exactly.
I see you. Yeah.
So I do think that Punk would be the antagonist of this. Let's say that he would be the antagonist,
what? I'm
and
actually gonna
Roman
do
would
this.
kind of
You
be
keep talking.
the person who is being taken, person who is kind of having his world rocked in a way by CM Punk. That's what I think. How I think it will go down.
I made a match graphic
yes,
for
was
you.
there-
What?
Oh, cool! Thank you, man.
Oh
There
my
you go.
god.
Yeah,
There he is.
My
Now we're
god,
talking.
oh my
Now,
brother.
there
do you want me
he
to
is.
go into a bit more about this world title being in the picture?
Actually, do you know what? I just realized when is he beating Gunther?
So I want to tell you about that
Hit me.
because I believe that Gunther at this point, I think he'll probably have. I don't even know if he'll have a defense of the Rumble at this point. To be honest with you, I think they might just wait until the Chamber, or
Mhm.
even Saturday's main
I
event.
think they'll do Gunther Punk at the Rumble. Whether Punk wins or not, it's a different story.
You
I
think?
that is
Okay,
the
yeah,
plan.
because we did hear about that too, so that could be a thing.
They were running it on the house shows. You know, it makes
Yep.
sense.
If I'm being
Hmm.
completely honest, though, I feel the Elimination Chamber this year is going to be. I really think it's going to be for the world title, and I believe Punk will be in that match. I don't think he will pin Gunther. I don't think he will pin Gunther. But I do think that Punk will walk away from the Chamber with the title.
Sorry to distract. Star Wars Facts Guy, is 2025 a good year for goon maxing, or should we delay to 2026? Now, great
I
question.
think that we
So-
should
no,
keep
shut
that
up, this is
train
my
going.
I
question.
think we should
So-
keep. Listen.
Keep it going every day. Go, 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 go.
You talk about good vaccine, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. We've been doing that shit since 2024, since 2023, since 2022, 2021. We've been doing that shit at the Silverdome.
Oh, let me tell you something, dude. My knees are giving out, and there's no way they're gonna be fixed. Please help. Ah, ah,
I
ah.
think that, yes, that is my answer to that question. That is
Thank
my
you.
answer.
Thank you, Star Wars
Anyway.
Facts Guy. I hope you're okay.
So yes,
Clip
if
that.
we're talking. Fuck you,
Fuck's
Nate.
sake.
God damn it. But yes, I do think that. And you were saying how like Roman, he doesn't care for the title, doesn't care for the world title, called the secondary belt. We both know that continuity doesn't fucking matter in wrestling sometimes. It's whatever they feel like should be, whatever they feel they will take, whatever they don't want to take, they won't take. And I do believe that this is, and obviously this is the only title that Roman has not won yet. This is the only belt. Despite, unless he somehow goes after the women's title, or they bring back the cruiserweight title.
Roman Reigns versus Tiffany Stratton, 4 1/4,
Oh,
baby.
dude,
4 1/4. That's a match right there.
Or I mean, if I'm talking dream booking right here, and have Roman just go to NXT and fight Oba Femi and all that shit.
Oh
I think
my
Hey, man.
God. And Obafemi pins him.
A boy could dream.
No, that actually won't happen. But yes, I think that it would be smart to have the world title in that picture. Doesn't need it necessarily. Not saying it needs it, but I think if we're gonna get it off Gunther, especially, I think Elimination Chamber is a good way to do it. And I think that you can also protect Gunther a lot better there than just having him lose clean to someone.
My question is, if Gunther's not in the world title picture and he's not wrestling John Cena, what are you having him do at WrestleMania? Who is he wrestling?
Well,
Very good question.
that is a good question. I mean, there's quite a slew. I would say maybe Braun Breaker's in there. Maybe he goes for the IC title again. Maybe he tries for it. Maybe he goes for the US title. There's a fair chance. I actually think there's something poetic about Gunther chasing that IC belt again and trying to, like, after he's faced this crushing loss of losing the world title, go back to the title like that got you there pretty much, Go get that title one more time. Show that you can hang again,
Listen, brother. I'm not like super high on that, but compared to him potentially wrestling Goldberg at WrestleMania, that is.
Yeah, no, I fucking Goldberg. Fuck Goldberg.
Dude, genuinely,
Fuck
I'm dreading
Goldberg.
And I
Fuck
especially
Bill
think,
Goldberg. Get him out of here.
yeah, that's right, Cher. I'm making Gunther the Miz, the new Miz.
Marcus,
Right.
solid -4. Anyway, so we're gonna.
Listen,
Anyway.
if you put stocks in Hulk Hogan's cartilage, I'm afraid to say they're all gone. They've all been stolen by Robin Hood. So it's over, brother. You fucking lost.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But also you got to be high as a motherfucker if you don't want to see Gunther and Braun Breaker on the big stage. Come
It was a
on.
good
That
match.
shit would
It's a
kick
fucking-
ass.
I just realized that. Yeah, Wyatt hasn't put Gunther in his main event, and you want Gunther to beat Bron Breakker?
I think that would be the best decision, all things considered.
So you're saying? So
Well,
what
maybe
you're
not.
saying
Maybe
is
not.
Bron...
How about this? Maybe not beat.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe not beat Braun Breaker. Maybe not beat him. But I think that would be a fair place for him to kind of hang around this season.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like I said, I don't really think he's hanging with Cena this year. I just don't see it. I don't think his aura's at that place yet.
Okay.
I think it was at one point, not anymore. And I'm sad. I wish it was. I really do. And I do love Gunther. I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler at all. He's great. He's fantastic. One of my favorites.
I know.
But just right now, at this point in time, him and Cena just doesn't feel like the right move.
All right.
SummerSlam, maybe. Matter of fact, I would probably say fuck yeah, it's SummerSlam.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
So let's go back to our previous. Here we go. Simon, you're up next to talk about what you've done with our beloved CM Punk, which is this three-way. So let me put this up on the screen. I also made a match graphic for that.
While you do
Where
that,
is
I'm going to
it?
go grab some water.
You have your real
Please go
one.
grab some water. There
Okay,
he
we'll-
is.
We'll let him cook.
All
This
right.
this Gunther regression arc, I
Now,
cannot get down with it. I simply cannot.
Having seen the graphic, I'm starting to lean towards this a little more.
Yeah, because that was the shoot, guys. When I mentioned this in chat, Cass was not a fan of this, not mediator.
Okay,
Cass.
so yeah, no,
IRL
you're
Cass
absolutely
was
right.
not a fan of this idea when I first.
So I will
pitched
be
it to him.
saying that both your matches include Punk and Roman, which is interesting. But so it's, obviously Simon's altered it a bit where it's for a different title and for someone that is still holding it. So this is very, very ooh.
Yes. So you said it yourself, don't I, Cass? You looked at that
Yep.
graphic and you immediately felt the aura, the mana.
I
If
can feel it. I can see it.
Because let's be honest here. Who are the three top draws in WWE right now? Really, it's the three men you see on that screen right there. When do you put your biggest draws in a match and make them fucking fight each other? In the main event of WrestleMania. And I know there's going to be people who say, do you really want to have Cody and Roman wrestling for the third year in a row? Well, I'll be 100% honest with you. I personally don't mind seeing that. Cody and Roman have wrestled two of the best WrestleMania main events of all time for my money. And I think that's a fact. They have absolutely impeccable chemistry. The fact that they don't wrestle each other that often makes it feel way more special when they do, because you get a taste of just how good they are together, back and forth. Not to mention, from a story standpoint, there are a lot of spinning plates in this match. There is the involvement of Paul Heyman. I've mentioned how I would have Paul Heyman insert CM Punk into the title match, which would obviously cause a lot of tension between all three guys. Cody and Punk, I have wished for them to call back to that Royal Rumble preamble segment from last year, because that was an absolutely fantastic segment with Cody and Punk, and it played on a lot of history that they actually do have with each other. And I just think, looking at it overall, this WWE Championship is more important to all three of these guys. You mentioned that continuity doesn't matter. Why? And sometimes you're absolutely right. But I think that's been a huge part of the things about Triple H's WWE that has worked over the last 2 to 3 years, is when continuity comes back into it, is when continuity is very, very important. And what better way to establish that continuity than to have Roman Reigns chase the man who ended his era-defining championship reign? And on top of that, how much more fitting is it for CM Punk, a man also on his last legs, desperate for a WrestleMania main event, to insert himself into that match and piss off the two top baby faces in the company right now? This would absolutely be if I was booking this, I would not have CM Punk fully turn heel, outwardly do anything in the build, but I would make the fans slowly realize that CM Punk is getting in between the two most supported baby faces in WWE right now. And people are going to get mad about it. And it's going to broil, and it's going to simmer, and it's going to get angrier and angrier. And this match, we have our work rate match on night one. We have our fucking classic scraps on night one. This match, I want to be fucking mayhem, and not bloodline mayhem in the sense that we have fucking Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn running out there. Not that I don't like those guys.
You forgot Tongaloa.
Tongaloa, of course.
Thank you.
My beloved.
Thank you.
He can go.
Fucking
He can go have a 2-star match with the Usos in the fucking mid card. That's fine.
Oh.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine after that. This would just be mayhem. It would be 3 guys who are genuinely heated, who do not like each other, and it makes sense for their character. 3 guys who are very over, fighting not just for the face of the company, not just for the WWE Championship, the richest prize in the game that all 3 care about, for the soul of Paul Heyman in the case of CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes fighting to keep his spot. He has carried this company on his back, as The Rock said last night, even though it was completely out of fucking character. He has carried this company on his back, and he's not going to let the guy who terrorized WWE for the better part of 4 years, and the man who just came back a year and a half after shitting on this company for over a decade, take it from him. He's not going to do that. And you can argue that that's like a shillish character or whatever the hell it is, but it makes total sense for Cody. I think these 3 guys have incredible chemistry, and I think the reaction and the story you can get out of CM Punk ripping the title away from Cody Rhodes, stealing the title away from Roman Reigns right as he is about to reclaim his spot on the mountaintop, and becoming the top heel in the company is far, far more beneficial to the company than having John Cena beat Cody Rhodes or having Punk and Roman fighting for the world title on night one, where the heel turn is expected, but doesn't lead to any massive change. We know that that's going to happen. If Punk makes an enemy out of everyone through this, I think it is far more interesting. And I'll just say it right now, because you talked about how much we were booking this. I have John Cena losing to Gunther. I would have John Cena ultimately be the one that stops CM Punk later in the year and takes the WWE Championship from him and saves WWE. A switch from the roles they played in 2011, where Punk was the savior of WWE. John Cena now has to step up and be the savior of WWE. That's what I'm doing. And that's my
excellent points. I will say this: you do raise some excellent points there.
Thank you, sir. You as well.
Unfortunately.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, as much as I actually would love to see this match, believe it or not, I feel like this match would probably kill about 3 million people.
Keep talking. I'm gonna put the poll up.
How so?
Which match, chat, do you think would be best for CM Punk? Is it Cody and Roman at night 2, or is it just Roman at night 1? Both are different belts, by the way. This is the most interesting debate we've had so far. I'm tied up in a knot right now. I don't know what to say.
Yes. So you think
elaborate.
So yes, why I think this match will kill about 3 million people. Have you seen the fan base of these 3 men?
Yes.
Do you not think there will be blood and bone throughout the streets?
But don't you? Okay, you know what? You know what? Okay, you raise a point. When it comes to wrestling Twitter, because I don't want to see that shit. Okay, I don't want to see that shit on Twitter. I don't want to see Nav Treeks and fucking Ibu screaming at each other for 3 months, dude. I don't want to.
You want to see IBs talking about like, oh yes,
show, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Anyway, but don't you think that makes for a way more interesting crowd dynamic?
I agree. No, I would love that. By the way, I want to just completely, what's the term? I want to wash my hands of what Top Super Kicker is saying in the chat right here, saying I am arguing that Twitter would be upset. That's not what I'm saying at all. I actually find that would be fun. That would be amazing. But I feel that WWE wouldn't do that. And I don't think they should do that. I mean, not to say they shouldn't do that, but I feel like that's also stacking. You're betting on a lot here with this one. With, the favorite guy almost, Because, who walks away from
winning,
this?
Right?
Yes.
Is that what you said? You said Punk's winning?
I think Punk wins, and he walks away with Heyman, and he becomes the top heel in the company. That's what I do.
Oh, so you're having Heyman turn on him here?
Yeah, I would have 2 spots where Cody's about to win, Heyman gets involved, and you're like, oh, that's Heyman helping Roman and Punk. And then Roman is about to win. Heyman costs Roman, and then that's the moment that everything switches. And Punk walks out with the WWE Championship. Heyman's carrying it for him like he did back in 2013, and Punk just soaks in the heat.
You may have me here with this one. You may have me with this one, not with the other one, but because to be honest with you, I still think Cena and Cody is the way to go. That is just me. I do think that is the ultimate way to go.
Listen, it's a great match. It's a great idea.
Because let's talk about this too. You actually did manage to match the aura of that match with this one. I will give you props for that as well. However, what does Roman do after this is the question.
I think it's obvious he chases CM Punk because that's the match you have to do at that point.
You start the Roman feud after.
So you're saying you start it here, and
because
then
you have a white. Well, I would have it. It would obviously be the Roman Punk feud would obviously be a part of this WrestleMania build and a part of this match, obviously, right? But what better way to have a white hot post WrestleMania angle than go straight into Roman Reigns versus CM Punk? And Cody Rhodes, just to raise that point, Cody has fallbacks. It is only a matter of time until Randy Orton snaps and destroys Cody Rhodes for teaming with Roman Reigns. It is a matter of time. And Cody's going to be over no matter what. Cody's not going to be hurt by losing the WWE Championship. He's still going to be the top babyface in the company. So why not have Cody off of the most crushing loss of his career, other than, of course, losing to Roman the first time, but one of the most devastating losses of his career, be betrayed by the man that he cares about and trusts the most. Two white hot angles straight out of WrestleMania.
You might have me here. I'll be completely honest.
Well, that Punk debate is over. Fucking fuck. Where's my fucking poll?
Chair has another banger in the chat. Our buddy Top
what's
Super.
All right, bro. First off, Wrestle with the Package. I do not go on there. This is a complete lie fabrication.
Cass, can you put that shit on screen, please? Can you do me a favor?
I don't want to. I'm not promoting that Reddit page. I'm sorry. Also, I believe the consensus was the triple threat was the most voted for in terms of this match. So,
Sure.
Okay, I think the crowd. Yeah, I think the crowd favorite is Simon's booking. But of course, we know we need a group effort here. Me being the mediator. Both of your points.
Allow me to say, Donut Cass, which of the two would you prefer? Which of the two would you prefer, Donut Cass?
What of the
you
Punk
personally?
Matches?
For the entire thing, the full package. The whole package.
Oh shit, the wrestling with the package.
The package you will wrestle.
So you have me being Punk and Roman, Cody and Cena,
and I have Gunther and Cena, and the Aura triple threat to end all Aura triple threats: Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, WWE Championship.
By the way, I didn't show this earlier because we were talking about Punk. But here is Simon's Night 1 main event. There you go.
Thank you, brother. That's real shit.
That's Aura right there. Holy fucking shit. All right. Cool. And if I can hurry the fuck up because these things are taking forever. Here
Top
is
Super Kicker is writing a fucking
main event for Night 2. Cody versus
also Aura. There's Aura here. There's absolutely some Aura here. I'm
absolutely. Now this is hard. This is really hard. I hope you guys know this. Okay.
Do we want to give closing statements? Do we want to give closing statements real quickly to do that?
Feel free.
I will give mine.
Go ahead.
My last point I want to make is I feel like everything that I have said here, not to say that everything Wyatt has said does not make any logical sense in terms of the storyline, but I feel like mine fits more with the character dynamics and the character development that has been seeded throughout the last year of WWE and the last few months, especially, I think so. I think I make better use of the roster by having Gunther in a high-profile match on Night 1 with the WWE's GOAT and utilizing the top 3 biggest draws and biggest stars in your company fighting for the biggest championship on the biggest night in a fucking giant stadium. And I believe those reasons are why I think Gunther versus Cena, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, these are the 5 men that you equipped to main event WrestleMania, and you do it in this way. And I think, to quote him, let Sam Raimi direct, watch the box office explode. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Well, while we're having their last statements, I have put a poll up chat. Who do you think are the best card? Wyatt, please, closing statements.
What? Put Chair's message on screen.
What did he say?
Don't put it up. Fuck you.
Please, it's so fucking funny. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Nah,
No,
Simon, you can't.
Wyatt's
you
got
can't,
mana.
You know
Wyatt's
what,
got
man?
mana.
No. You don't get to draw that back. I know you told him to say
Oh.
that shit. You cock.
He does it to me every day, Marcus. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't worry
Let me just say
about it.
closing statements here, all right? Yes, does Simon's main event have mana? It does. It indeed does. However, I want to talk about this. Because let's look at what the lineup was for last year's main event scene. We had, in one whole scene, one title scene, we had Cody, The Rock, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, the entire Bloodline, Kevin and
Solo
Sammy.
Sikoa.
We had a lot. Solo Sikoa. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think the idea of, first off, Cody and Cena, one-on-one.
He's probably right.
I think the idea of Roman and CM Punk, two guys having this incredibly personal feud with their history, with Punk kind of being the one to kind of create Roman Reigns in a way, being the creator of the Shield in many ways. Sorry, Ryback. I apologize.
Oh, brother. Don't say sorry to that fucking
and also-
Mark. He's a fucking loser.
I think Roman, with this almost being his first time as the tribal chief, not having anyone interfering, could be very interesting, especially against CM Punk, who probably won't have anyone backing him, who really doesn't have anyone backing
Well,
him.
seemingly until Heyman.
Exactly,
Heyman,
seemingly. Yeah,
yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Which again, that's what I think adds to it as well, is because the idea of like maybe Roman for this time kind of being like, okay, I don't need the bloodline. I don't need him. That's not who I am anymore. I'm my own man now. And then him being stabbed in the back by Paul Heyman because he didn't have anyone on his side for this one match. I think has a lot of energy to it, has a lot of stakes to it. And I think that moment that he gets beaten by Punk and Punk has Heyman by his side and Roman is just there on the ground by himself with literally like really no one at this point, except of course, I guess the bloodline technically, but
So that's the
we
thing.
don't
He
know
has
what kind of shows they are.
bloodline, though.
He does have
does
them,
have
but
the
even
bloodline.
still, it's also like shit. I just think that's a lot more impactful, and especially after the amount of the clusterfuck that was last year's WrestleMania. A great clusterfuck, by the way. Not taking that into account. It was great. I loved it. I think there's a lot more meaning to having just these two big matches kind of stand on their own. No crazy interference, just letting them tell their specific stories.
That's a fair
I think
point.
it'd be refreshing. Yes.
Yeah. I do have counterpoints to this, but I know we need to come to a decision here. So I will hold until I am given the A-OK.
Well, unless someone votes at the very last second, the consensus from the chat is that it is a tie. There is 2 votes each.
We have a
Your
3-way
call.
tie.
My goodness. Which means it
This
comes
is
down
very
to
scary.
you, Donut Cass. Why does it always come down to this shit, brother? Every single time. Every single time.
The time-ins chair wins, actually. But yeah,
That's
true.
you know what? This is a very important thing. We wrote that in actually. This was
Yep.
in section B
Well
clause
done, guys. Well
of
done.
the thing.
No, but for real, shit.
I'm looking you in the eyes, Donut Cass.
I have my hat
I'm
off.
looking you in the eyes.
I have an answer.
Very well. Very well.
The winner of today's Off the Cuff.
Oh my goodness.
He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. He's done it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Give him a round of applause. He's done it. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible. Absolutely.
I do want to give an incredible show of respect. This is the code of this is the code of honor. This is the code of honor. El Platino, Platinum Peyton, my friend Wyatt. You were a formidable opponent, good sir, and it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to debate you on this inaugural edition of Off the Cuff.
That was really fun to watch, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I will tell you this. You sold me on the triple threat. I will tell you that.
I appreciate that.
If I was booking, I would probably still go with mine.
Which is fair.
That being said,
If I was booking, I'd go with my idea. Well
if
done.
I was booking, I would go with.
Well
I would actually
done.
go with Kenny Omega.
I would
versus
pick the
Cena.
one that I made up.
I think
Mine,
Kemanito
obviously.
versus the Great Khali in a still.
That's
Yeah,
real,
exactly.
brother. That's real.
All right.
Also, you also didn't let me
yeah, go
finish.
on.
I think the Muppets should commentate this this match as well.
Statler
God
and
damn
Waldorf.
it.
Yeah.
And I thought
Oh,
the only thing bad about Punk was his knee. Oh!
John Cena says I can't see him. Boy, I sure wish I couldn't. Oh,
Man, what the fuck?
He says that.
Stop
that's
swearing.
my favorite.
Uh,
Guy writing
for anyone
fire
that's
gifts, guy writing
for
fire
anyone
gifts.
that's curious and would like to know what my card would be, this is what I would have done.
Oh
my
my.
night one main event would have been Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn.
I thought about doing this. But I
Now let me
talked
explain.
myself into the triple threat.
Kevin Owens would win the belt at Royal Rumble. Sami Zayn would win the number one contender Elimination Chamber and go on to beat Kevin Owens at WrestleMania. All right?
I would have
Cool.
said this is a likelihood if The Rock was still wrestling Cody. I honestly would have said
I'ma
this
say
had a
this.
chance happening.
Yeah,
I'll tell
what's
you
up?
this right now. I still think this match will happen at WrestleMania. It's not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
think
not
it'll be
for a
for
belt.
title, but it will happen. That
With
was gonna be
this
one of my little
dynamic,
sub
though,
predictions, but yes.
With this dynamic, though, it'll be fantastic. No matter what they do,
It'll
so.
be top notch. Yeah, no
Yes.
That's
doubt.
my night
And what
one.
about your night? What about your night two, good sir?
My night two. These
Let's see
two.
you night 2.
Oh,
I would have Gunther defend his World Heavyweight Championship inside Elimination Chamber. I would have Punk, Cena, Gunther, Drew, Sami Zayn.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, not Sami Zayn. Cody and fucking who
Roman.
else was it? Roman.
Roman.
So basically,
That's a star-studded chamber. Holy shit.
that's when I would have Paul Heyman turn on Roman, and then
Wait.
Roman can fight Punk at SummerSlam.
But what does Roman do at
No.
Mania then? That's my only thing.
Roman
Like, what
loses
does
to Jacob Fatu in the US title match, is what he fucking does.
That's actually real. Oh, yeah, I will
And
stand.
that is not a joke, but that is not a joke, chat. I had Jacob Fatu winning the US belt at a random SmackDown and then going on a fucking tear and defending it like nearly every week.
Listen,
and then Roman
compared
just
to
says,
fucking
"Who is this guy?"
fucking shits compared to fucking Shitski Washtamura, you know, it's all good with me,
All right,
brother.
that's just racist. First off, man.
Okay, hold on a minute.
I do want to say real quick. I want to give a quick shout out. I also considered doing Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre as my
I was gonna
WWE
say,
Championship match.
I don't believe
because-
that this was. I don't believe you ran this by us. That this was your main event for night 2. I don't remember hearing this at all.
This is actually a very interesting choice, though. I actually like it quite a bit.
It was an interesting choice. It actually caught me off guard, which is why I will also commend you for that. For
Well then.
being one who just pull a fast one.
A whole lot
Guys-
of it comes down to just like The Rock not being there. That kind of fucks
Exactly,
everything up. for that-
exactly.
for
I was
that
gonna say
plan.
the Rock did change a lot. The Rock did change.
Yeah,
quite a
you're like, unless he's still there, he could very well still get involved.
Dude,
And
I want
it's
to see
like-
The Rock versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. title.
Oh, listen, brother. If this was like 2016, 2015 Shinsuke against Prime Rock, that'd be the greatest match of all time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, that'd be so stupid. I love it though.
Ah,
Okay,
no,
real
it's
talk,
been a great
gonna
time.
It's gonna be LA Knight versus Cedric Alexander for the 205 Live title. That's what's gonna happen.
Uncle Howdy.
Not me. Yeah. Not me.
Uncle Howdy's
Yeah.
gonna have the 24/7 belt, man. I'll shout about man.
Real talk though. You know what's great about this? The realization that came is like the fact that we all have such good ideas. Like last night's Raw sucked. It was
And none of them are gonna come to fruition.
No, probably.
Yeah. Hear me out now. None of the exact cards we booked will be Mania. Like
I'm
maybe one
positive
of the
at least
matches. Maybe one of the matches will be correct, but not both matches. None of us will get it exactly right.
Yeah, not both of these nuts. No.
Not both. Of
Very
these
very
nuts.
nice. Don't
Maybe
both of
just
these
one.
nuts.
One of these.
Well,
nuts,
look at how
but not
stacked
both.
our main event is. You know, you can have Gunther, Cena, Cody, Roman, Punk, Drew, Seth, Kevin, Sammy, all these people.
If they were
think
fucking
if-
clever, they would have Braun Breaker kill Gunther in like 9 minutes.
You know what's gonna happen? I just realized.
Hit me.
You know what a fair possibility is?
What?
And I'm ashamed because I'm actually kind of getting excited about this.
Oh,
No.
Even though
no.
it shouldn't
What?
be, because it's probably going to be terrible.
Hit me.
Imagine Shinsuke, like 4 weeks before Mania, and AJ comes out.
No,
That's
it's
what I'm
over.
see, that's what I'm saying.
No. Cue the fight from Up when they're both old and they both crack their back. Ah!
No, that's
Dude,
what I'm saying.
this is
I get upset, but
Japanese
also-
soldier fighting for 40 years after World War II ended. That's what this is.
Look. It
Let
can't
it
be
go.
any worse. It can't be any worse.
Dude, Shinsuke is even worse now than he was then. Yes, it
Okay.
can.
He's got
Question.
aura now, right?
Question.
What aura? He only won the belt to go to Noah.
Question.
He won the belt to go to Noah.
Question.
Yes.
What?
Question.
What?
Joe Hendry versus Penta for the speed
Okay, get
title.
the fuck out.
Oh,
Now we're talking. I was gonna
Listen,
say,
brother.
Yeah.
Dude, if Penta goes from wrestling Chad Gable next week to wrestling for the speed belt, it's over. It's fucking over, dude.
If I ever see Pentagon Jr. on WWE Speed, I'm flying over there and punching someone in the head.
is the speed? Is that even still a thing?
Yeah,
Yes, it
still a
is.
thing.
Who isn't Johnny Gargano? Isn't Johnny Gargano?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about this at all. I've not read a single.
I thought
post about
Andrade was still
Speed.
champion. I thought
I did
Andrade was still
too.
champion like 2 days ago.
See, they
Oh my
have people
God.
win the belts, but they don't have them promote it on the show.
Yeah, they're just like goofy belts exclusive to
That's
Twitter.
true.
X the everything.
Whatever,
else.
man. Look, it's been a great show. Thanks, guys, for
Been a
debating.
big
Well done to Simon for
show.
winning. We'll be doing a new topic soon. The next one will be me versus Simon. So get ready for
We will be
that.
debating
Oh.
who should be the new face of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
No!
That is what we'll be doing. And brother, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna look
That
the
is
chat
just-
in the eyes.
You're
No,
not
I'm
spoiling
just gonna say
are
it. I'm
Don't
not gonna
spoil.
spoil it. I'm just gonna say there was a match. There was a match that happened this last weekend that reinvigorated my love of the game
you?
so much. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that
You
in
look
mind.
like
folks.
Alfie Solomon right now. You look like the most British individual I've ever seen in my life.
Show me.
I was gonna say the beard ain't helping, my man. You gotta clean that.
Crazy.
You gotta clean that shit up, man. Clean that shit.
Thanks, guys, for being here.
Beard
I'm
darkener
gonna
as
see.
well.
I'm gonna see if I can raid out on Twitch. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great time. Who am I gonna raid out to? Who's live? Let me have a
Tony.
look.
Oh, no, he's not live yet. Never
Fuck
mind.
off,
He's not live
Marcus.
anymore.
Fuck you, Marcus. I am not Ridge Holland.
Ridge
Get the
Holland.
fuck out of
Rich
here.
Holland
That's
is
Fridge
crazy.
Holland right there, brother. What are you talking
Ridge
about?
Holland.
We're raiding our buddy Fritz. Have a great evening, whatever you're doing. Thanks for being here for Off the Cuff. We got way more to come.
Way more to come,
Yeah.
just like me.
It's Wyatt. Where can they get merch?
You can get merch at GooSquadPW.com.
Very
Oh,
nice.
that text looks really cool.
Buy the merch.
Simon.
Buy the merch. Buy the
Buy
merch.
the merch. Buy the merch. Buy the merch.
Real quickly, speaking of Goon
Yeah,
Squad, I know I said it earlier.
quick.
I said it earlier as a bit. Big Bojack, happy birthday,
Happy
big
birthday,
man.
big
We
man.
love you. We
Yeah.
love you. Hope you're having a good day.
I
Hope
love
you're
Bojack.
celebrating.
I love
I
Bojack.
love you,
I
Bojack.
love you, Coach.
I love you,
Also,
Bojack.
check out the 1 year anniversary of the podcast, Good, Bad, and Bruv, on Spotify and YouTube.
That
right
is
now.
very true, and you can also check out our brand new shit. We have a watch along coming out very soon on the Patreon, brother. We can't spoil what it is, so go to patreon.com/goodbadbro.
Let's just say it's going to be a big move.
All right, goodbye. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.